Data types are how your database system stores and represents different types of data internally. The data types that are available on one database management system are pretty much guaranteed to be different than the data types available on another database management system. MySQL supports three fundamental types of data. Numeric types are used for representing numerical values. String types are used for representing both text and non-text strings. Date and time types are used for representing dates, times, and other temporal values. MySQL also supports a few specialty types, including Boolean, enumerations, and sets. Integer types come in various sizes. They have a fixed number of digits, and they have no fractional part. Fixed point types are used to represent precise values. They have a fixed decimal point, so their scale is known. They're commonly used for financial and other applications where accuracy is more important than the ability to represent very large or very small values. Floating point types are used to represent real numbers, numbers with a fractional part that may be very large or very small. Floating point numbers sacrifice precision for scale. They are not completely accurate representations of value. Floating point numbers are used for applications where accuracy is not as important as the ability to represent very large or very small values. Fixed-length character strings are used for strings with a known length, like postal codes and form labels. Fixed-length strings are padded with spaces for storage, and trailing spaces are stripped when the strings are retrieved. Variable-length strings are used where you cannot predict the exact length of strings, but you still want to conserve storage space. Trailing spaces are not stripped from variable-length strings. Binary strings are available in both fixed and variable length varieties. They are not treated as text and have no character set, and collation is according to binary value. Fixed length binary strings are padded with zeros. Large object storage is provided in both binary and text varieties. BLOB stands for Binary Large Object. It is typically used for storing images, audio, and other binary media. Text is like a blob, but it's treated as non-binary and has a character set and collation. Date and time types are provided for storing temporal values. They're stored in standard SQL format to support efficient sorting and searching. Support for automatic time and date stamps is supported. Time zone support is also provided. Enumerations and sets are specialty types that operate from lists of strings. The enumeration type provides a single value from a list of possible values. The set type provides a set of several values from a list. Enumerations are stored as a small integer representing a position in a list, and sets are stored as bitmaps, where each bit represents a position in the list. As we consider the storage requirements for the various data types in the rest of this chapter, it's important to understand that MySQL imposes a hard limit on the size of any one row in a table. The maximum size of all the columns in a table must not exceed 65,535 bytes. Keep in mind that this limit is imposed as the table is defined, not as it is populated. So the maximum size of every column definition in a table cannot exceed this limit. This includes length bytes of variable length strings, the maximum allowable size of variable byte-size character sets like UTF-8, and any other overhead permitted by the various data types used in your column definitions. MySQL provides a rich set of data types. In the rest of this chapter, I'll cover the details of the major data types available in MySQL.